2 weeks after Meghan and Harry got married, King Charles' 70th birthday garden party. And in this clip, you see that they're escorted out of the party. Why are they escorted out, though, I wonder? Some people say it's because Meghan was accepting gifts from people. That's nothing new, but that's not allowed. Plus, it just looks tacky. Oh, goodbye, dears. Goodbye. Oh, take care. Oh, good riddance. Good Lord. Thank God that's over.
Enjoy the rest of the day.
Harry and Meghan, Scotland is on your side. If you're stripped of your royal titles as Duke and Duchess of Sussex, just know we will still recognise you as the Earl and Countess of Dumbarton. They can ban you from Windsor, they can even ban you from Balmoral, but you always have a place to stay in Dumbarton Castle, which has a long history of protecting people from an English monarch who's trying to kill them.
You said there was actually an incident with the children? What happened with the kids, Harry?
There was one Sunday where Em and I were with my brother and his wife, and they were taking the children to the park. They let the children play all day, but then they were like, let's go, it's getting dark. It was problematic.
It was getting dark. The kids got to go home.
They clearly had a problem with darkness.
Oh.
It was obviously a dig at Em. It was deeply hurtful to see that even at a young age they were instilling unconscious bias in the children.
Kids usually have to go home when it's getting dark, Harry.
Well, then why do they let them play during the day?
Would you let your children stay up and go out late at night in the dark?
I would, yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Anything to combat unconscious bias. That's what we're doing in my family, combating being afraid of things that are darker.
Harry, there's daytime and there's nighttime. That's just the natural environment.
Exactly. Part of it's racially motivated. I believe that. Because the night is darker than day, and my family certainly has a problem with that.
No, you would not Airbnb that.
Not entirely sure why you're slagging off Frogmore Cottage using a very random picture where the grass hasn't been cut from an incredibly weird angle, but let's look at that same house from that same angle, shall we? There we go. Quite clearly a fucking dive. Now let's have another cheeky little look at it since it's had a little bit of work done, shall we? From a different angle this time. For God's sake, if I booked this on Airbnb, I would demand my money back. Look at the state of it. Now, aside from the fact that all royals live in Crown Estate properties, you do realise that the Crown Estate is predominantly a property business, a property portfolio, which the British people benefit from the income of. You know anything about the property business, do you? Do you?
And I think the moment I think that this really hit home must have been when Harry, in that Tom Bradbury interview, decided to say racism, racism. And Oprah must have watched that. She would have seen that and thought, hang on a minute, you've just made me look stupid.
Yes.
We all followed the narrative, and now you've made us look stupid. And
well, they have made her look like a fool, because I was highly critical of Oprah during that interview, Nana, because she didn't do the basics as a journalist. She didn't ask the who, what, where, why. And if she'd asked those questions, actually, she would have very quickly exposed Meghan's royal racist claim as a total forgery, a fakery. It didn't happen. It was completely not true. But you're right, that's now been rolled back. And so Oprah's going to clearly be furious about it. And Nana, I believe that you think, actually, a lot of Meghan's race claims are coming to backfire. Because, of course, she never used to talk about being a black woman before she entered the royal family, before she was with Prince Harry.
Well, that's because she didn't need to, because in America she sort of hid, in my view, I think she hid the fact that she was actually any mix at all. I hear that on her resume, on her CV, it said that she was Caucasian, And I think in America, nobody kind of saw her as having a mix. So when she came to this country, we celebrated the fact that she has the mix. We couldn't believe that our royal family had a real mixed race woman, and we were so happy that there was a diversity in there, and we celebrated it. And she had never, I think when she made that quote about feeling like a black woman, what she was actually saying was, oh my God, they've acknowledged that I am black. I have some black in me. And at that point, she'd never acknowledged it herself. That's what I think.
From pregnancy to the age of 5 fundamentally shapes the rest of our lives. But as a society, we currently spend much more of our time and energy on later life. Today, the Royal Foundation Centre for Early Childhood is launching a new campaign, Shaping Us, to raise awareness of the life-changing impact we can have when we build a supportive, nurturing world around children and those who care for them. Because by focusing our collective time, energy and resources on these most preventative years, we can make a huge difference to the physical and mental health and happiness of generations to come.
Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this. We're deep diving revenge, so be sure to check back for those videos. Those are my most fun things that I record. I love it so much. I'm really enjoying the deep dive. Check out my merch. I now have Hank and Skank stuff up. I'll put the link in the comments, and check out my Patreon, patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. I'm about to start doing extra Harry and Meghan stuff content over there, so check that out. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.